before I do that, I'm dying. Yes. Karma. The grade A's. And then we put myself into the correct category. And then I can always stop.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Bienvenue au La Carnaval. Yes, I can read French. Good job. November 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants Antechamber 5. How do you continue? Okay. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. By the way, how was the audio for the talking? Now is the time to do audio checks. You can tell me how's the audio for the voices, how's the audio for the... How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glass, murderer. Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Are they serious? Are they actually serious? They called him Ryunosuke Naruhodo. They seriously did that. Why? Why did they? Why did they give him that last name? Naruhodo? Naruhodo, as far as I remember, basically means I understand. I see. I understand. So his name is Dragon something. I understand. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! Oh look, it's Naruto. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse. Officer, I don't think I listened. He smacked me and called me then murderer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I law his lawn. I mow his lawn and law his lawn. I'll be defending him today. A lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will know your tongue, because I'm going to cut it out and throw it on the barbecue and eat it. Delicious. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke or Ryunosuke? Databayo Naruhodo? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never met... English. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. No! There you go again, apologizing. What are you? A wee nerd? Just like always. Oh, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Unless I have a knife in my hand. I love knives, especially how they slide into bodies. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. But I can't. I'm gay. You mean? I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Kazuma Asugi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A far student, in fact, so far I can't even see him. But actually he's a star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. And the text box was far too fast, so I couldn't see it. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. I didn't mean to press that button. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. When do you go back to Tekken? I heard they're working on Tekken 9. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last and murder your dad. I know! I've been forever dreaming of this day, to kill my father. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court. I love how I'm scaring people away. So you will be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. My own special eyes. Hi chat, how are you doing? Are you alive? Living signals? Are you there? The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Disgusting. Nah, so Wilmnoise is alive? What about the rest? Then come with me. Together. We can do it. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If it only were that simple. Oh dear. Look at the time. I'd better be going. I'm almost alive. Epitsune is alive. Let's see. Coffee Siphon, are you still alive? Are you still here? Are you enjoying the floor? Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you'll get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this, because when you are in Japan, that's what you want. You come from the West to be in the West. Who wants a cultural experience from the East? Maybe. Okay, at least I know you exist. That's something. I'm glad. Here. I'll pet your head. Pet, 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 pet. Also pet Epitsune's head. Pet, pet, pet. And Wilmnoise's head. Pet, pet, pet. See you in English class tomorrow. Then, partner. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, million voices to voice. Well, this case has a personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chamber. To the judge's chamber? I mean the judge's chamber. To His Excellency's chamber? Why? My femboy class didn't finish yet. He was looking for you before. Your advocating for the defense in this trial has been a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about the procedures today as a result. I mean, they basically wanted to drag him in and cut his hands off and then Sudoku his head. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at the university before. I see. I go at once then. On my feet. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. As I sit with the other people watching you die. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. Ah, this is awkward. If I may. Bitch slap. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. What a dumb last name you have. Yes, that's right. My last name is stupid. My name is Eugene Mikutoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. I know the voice is not really fitting. Ah, Professor Mikutoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. I have a lot of own internal dialogue with myself, while people look at me and waiting for a whole minute to react. It's kinda strange, but I do it. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. ... Exclamation mark. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you have no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. He ignored Little Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked. And never granted again, because this is Japanese tradition. He will become a rice farmer and judge the waters. What? Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. ... Exclamation mark. Why are you saying that? He has agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? Just like a mirror? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas studies. It is very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even if the most favorable of circumstances, because that's how Japan works. Also, they want your stamp on their stone tablets, because we do everything in stone tablets. Everything. I don't believe it. Stop that. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. What are English words anyway? Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. ... Exclamation. Shut up! But then what should I do? Well, naturally I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Defendant, will you suck my dick? I do. Good, get over here. Oh, that's not gonna be the question? Okay, sorry. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once, naked. It seems our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Azogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. What? Why? He just decided to do that. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear naked? Get moving, you animal! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over and he becomes a rice farmer. What's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. I'll be going to the streamer's awesome Bright My Day again. Yeah, thank you, Epitune, for being here. Have a wonderful rest. Thank you so much. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. The same November, 9 AM, Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. So, this is a courtroom. Why is everybody naked? The Supreme Court of Judicator? No court in the land has more power. Even more power than the Queen. And nobody has more power than the Queen. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that have English. The powers that have. Why can't I read? The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial. A trial that's closed to the ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It will become clear in time, but for now... You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. The end. Oh God, it's him. It's the judge in his younger years. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What a dumb last name.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That is correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Let me guess, he asked that we defend ourselves so he is not going to lose his dream. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question. The professor man. I will do good. I will get a good grade and ignore the fact that I have to defend myself in court because I'm an idiot. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I hope it's clear who will be advocate for this defense. I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, with a silly last name, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Miko Toba told me everything. Just now, before the... Oh, that's me. Professor Miko Toba told me everything. Just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means that you don't have the faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? Smile. No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you would feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he is confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Ouchie. Ouchie? I will call him Ouchie because that's far more funny. Ouchie will live for many years to come into the modern era, as I will be here in court forever, as this is my punishment for being an annoying character. Yes. Oh no. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed. I wish I could read this Japanese character, but I don't. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear? Defendant Naruhodo with the fucking silly name. I still can't believe that your parents had that name. Yes, your excellency, master, daddy. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? I never heard of this word ever before. He is questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. How fast does a swallow... Wait. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I heard his name more times than I would care to remember. But I didn't. But, wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank? You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. can't even find that. It is simple. You can access the court record with a press of the right button. What the fuck does that mean? Are you drunk? If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press right button for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose. Where's my controller? In old Japan. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with right button. I don't have a right button. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. But what is B? I have a PlayStation controller. This is Japan, bro. Kazuma Azogi, 23, a second year at the Imperial Yume University. He's my best friend, and despite being a student, a qualified defense lawyer as well. Eugene Mikotoba, 42. Wow, he's pretty grey-haired for 42. A medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He's an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. Taketsuchi Auchi. Yes, I'm gonna call him Auchi. The AC in this courtroom as the headband flows in here. Yes, there's always someone with a big, actual old-fashioned fan that blows air in front of Kazuma's face. The lead prosecutor in this case, who would appear to have little love for the change the Cultural Reformation has brought about, John H. Wilson, 47. The victim of this case, he was a visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. The British Empire. John H. Wilson, huh? So remember, everything you do with the current case can be found in the court record. Crazy. Makes me almost want to save. Whoops. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press Y to present. Try it out now. Y, press Y. But this is Japan. I have a PlayStation controller. There is no Y.
Yes!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to the Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally.
A huge mistake.
And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Friendship? Since when does the British Empire know anything about friendship? And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education? Have you no honor?
But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The other side of the world, why should we give a shit? Dishonor. Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display. Display. Did you know that this phrase from the game actually got patched out and spoken new as a voice line because people made fun of it? Now that's funny. The court therefore wishes for speedy resolution to this matter. You have 1 hour to finish the entire game. Both stories. Go. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Or was he? But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Déjà vu! See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Déjà vu! The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. It hurts so much when I think. Wait. I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo, you silly goon. Yes, Your Excellency. How did the Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? Through your hand, with the gun in your hand. State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was, he drowned. University collar pin. Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yume University. I always wear it on the collar of my uniform jacket. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Oh, cannot do it yet. Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? By evidence? But how? How can evidence exist? I don't even understand. Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, then select present. Do it now! Why? Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects a corpse to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusion that way, because that makes sense. And then they take the body and feed it to pigs, and then they send the pigs to other Asian countries for reasons. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern a scorch mark around the bullet's hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Which is not true. Already I can see the lies. Since the bullet didn't go through his entire body, it cannot be. It couldn't have been shot in close range. Otherwise it would have gone through the body.
Hey, I'm already foreshadowing myself. Oh no.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. I heard they use modern technology such as a 3D printer to create this visual, stunning, non-colored image. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Me.
Exciting! So exciting we're going to look at this when the trial starts next time. Because someone wanted to look at a different game as well. Thank you so much.